So, hello and welcome to another episode of Somewhere Between Wise Boys and Weekly Crack, Crack with a K. Episode 3, previously known as Weekly Crack, also previously known as Wise Boys. And this week, our guest is Parth Dwivedi. I'll let him introduce himself.
Thank you. Hi, guys. Is that all part of the title, by the way?
Yeah, that's one title.
Nice. This week, our guest is Parth Dwivedi. Having the title there. That's nice. So, hey, guys, I'm Parth. I'm a third year CSE student. Like the previous two guests, I'm not apart from the crowd as such, but that's about me. I guess we'll get to know more as we
go along. Yes.
Yeah, as we go along. As we go through the...
I want to maintain an air of mystery around me.
Right.
It's like seducing the audience. Come and watch this
Right.
podcast.
Parth, what are you wearing?
Oh, I forgot the audience can't see it.
Yeah. That's a shame. This is where the audio medium fails.
Yeah. So for those of you at home, just imagine me in a sultry green dress. So it's like
So silky.
you want me so bad right now.
Yeah.
So tell us about your early education and your school life and everything. How you find IT Bombay different than your school life? Something you have fun about.
Far too many questions there.
You have to answer each and every one of them
Yeah.
in sequence.
Yeah.
In that order.
We have a lot of time.
Yeah.
It's beginning to sound like an MA test. Answer all the questions in the sequence. The answer for each must begin on a new page.
And make sure you scan your sheets properly.
Right. So so I was born in Rajasthan. But the majority of my schooling it took place in UP in Allahabad. It's now Prayagraj. So I was there till class 8th. So it was a fun time. So of course, till from prep till class 8, naturally we formed a bond with the city.
Right.
And then in 9th and 10th, I moved to Bareilly, which is where my grandparents used to reside, my maternal grandparents. And
Really? That's in UP too?
that's in UP as well. Many people confuse it with Rai Bareilly, but that's different.
Really? This is the first time I'm in the city. Paint a picture. Is it same like Varanasi, a river flowing?
No.
The Hindu sages beside the river washing their clothes.
Why are we connecting Varanasi
With Bareilly, yeah.
Well, because it's in UP. It's my.
Not everything in UP is Varanasi, bro.
It's always has that Hindu air.
Hindu air in Bareilly. I mean, there was a temple near where I live, but not.
Paint this picture. Was it really urban or rural?
It was kind of in the middle. It was like less urbanized than Allahabad, but still, it was urban enough that you could find Domino's whenever you needed it.
That's nice.
Right. So I think
Domino's 30 kilometers away in Allahabad or in
Domino's home delivery, GeoFiber is there. I get better speed over there than I do at IIT Bombay. Yeah.
Oh.
No, that's not
Okay.
that's not true.
Just want to say Parth there was trying to, muddy the name of IIT Bombay.
No, I was trying to say uplift the name of Bareilly, Yeah, so about Bareilly, it's kind of like exactly between like a small township and a urban city, and I've always found those to be the best kind of places to be at. In fact, where I lived in Bareilly, it was more towards the outskirts of the city, and it was kind of a railway colony, and there were trees all around, so it was kind of
railway
like
colony.
a railway colony, yeah. And the thing is, over there, the railway officers, they were from the olden times, from the days of the English. So they had these huge ass homes with huge ass ceilings. And basically the ceilings were really big just to keep the house cool, because they didn't used to have, let's say, air conditioners back then.
Oh,
Right. So, that was pretty nice. And
So
after
it's one of those towns where it's adjacent to the expressway where people just come there to eat at a restaurant and then go.
That's right.
Yeah.
It sounds a lot like Hyderabad, except for the whole, where I live in Hyderabad, except for the whole trains thing.
The whole trains thing.
Yeah, the railway colony.
Right.
The railway colony, you mean all the railway pensioners come and live there? Is that?
No, the railway employees who are currently
railway
working.
employees.
Yeah.
Right.
So
So they have a common place to
they have a common place.
retire and
No, not retired. These are employees that are actually employed. So
Oh, okay. So the guys
it's
who,
only for the tenure of while you're working.
right. So the guys who go around screaming, "Samosa le lo, samosa le lo." You're there with those guys.
Well, I can tell you, we didn't have any shortage of samosas in Bareilly. So
And what's Dry Bareilly? You mentioned that earlier. Dry Bareilly?
Rai Bareilly.
Rai Bareilly.
Rai Bareilly. Yeah. So basically, it's near Allahabad only, and just because the name sounds similar, people assume that they're basically the same place. They're really not.
Oh, okay.
Rai Bareilly is different. Bareilly is different. Rai Bareilly is where they make coaches or something like that. I remember.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Again, all this is coming because my father's in the railways. I'm just not. I'm not a railway aficionado or something.
Right.
So yeah.
I always thought coaches were just people who weren't good enough at the sport, and then I thought they were actually manufactured in Rai Bareilly.
Nice. So that was about Bareilly, and then I spent 11th and 12th in Kota.
Right. So 11th was where you started your J preparation?
Yes. Explicitly, that's where I started. Before that, it was just more like Olympiads, just self preparation. My father used to help me.
Right.
So actually, my father's from IIT as well, so he wanted to keep me like away from the IIT Valley race little bit.
But still, you did go to.
Yeah. Because again, ever since I was a child, my father, he went to an IIT, and I saw that he's doing pretty well in life. My what do you call it? My mama, my uncle, he also went to an IIT, and he's doing pretty well in life. He's in Austria right now.
Oh,
My mother is doing pretty well in life, but she did not go to an IIT. She wishes she could be from an IIT. So I thought maybe her life could have been even better.
Right.
So
Better than
Right. That's his mother you're
better than a
talking
homemaker.
about.
Hey, that's my mother you're talking. So ever since a young age, I always thought that the way to get quote unquote successful at life was to get into IIT. And now I'm realizing there are a lot more avenues to success.
Could you list some of those avenues just for the sake of discussion?
For being successful in
yes,
life?
other than IIT Bombay. This is a natural flow of conversation.
So naturally asking, how does one become successful in life?
Yeah.
Right. So again, success depends a lot upon the person itself. So what counts as success for you? Especially, I still haven't figured out exactly what counts as success for me. For now, right now, I guess it would be just I guess earn a lot, have enough money, and then I'll see where it goes from there. I mean, I'm still figuring stuff out.
Money has to be one of the basic qualifiers of success.
Yeah,
for most of us.
Yeah, exactly.
What you want to do this? Do you want to go around discussing what success is for all of us? Seems like one of those.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That works. What about you, Ashwin?
Success for me is like eating a mango.
I want to see where this goes.
I can just imagine Katrina Kaif coming in with that slice.
That's exactly where it's going.
Okay.
No, it's not. See, imagine success as a mango. You try to, dig through a delicious fruit only to reach a hard seed. But from that seed, you sow another mango tree which gives out more mangoes.
Wow.
That's it. I did reach the end. That was a really clever thing.
Right.
So yeah, it's like so the fruity part is the hard work, and that seed
is not hard.
The goal of that hard work. You reap the benefits. Yeah, it's nothing like a pomegranate, but it's something like a mango.
I think that analogy has a nice implication that you're supposed to enjoy the hard work as well, because you enjoy the fruity part.
Right.
So
the fruity part is the hard work.
Yeah. So even though it's called hard work, you're actually supposed to enjoy it, and that's when you're actually cycling towards success.
The more hard you work, the more delicious fruity flesh that you can have. But at the end,
the harder
it's all
you
the
are,
same.
more...
It's all the same. It's just the hard seed that you get at the end.
Right.
So the goal doesn't matter. The journey matters.
I see.
Wow.
So basically, the harder you are, the more you enjoy it.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like there's another area where that analogy could be applied. It doesn't come to mind. Yeah.
So Hardik, what's success like for you?
I think from the past few days, I've been thinking that success would involve something to do with obviously money, but also something to do with me having control over how much, in what way I spend my time. Like, I
Okay,
shouldn't be
okay.
forced to spend my time doing things that I'm not into
Mhm.
after a certain point in my life, at least.
I see.
I got this idea today where I was attending a peer grading session conducted by a pro who shall remain unnamed.
Oh, is this the Supra?
Like I said, remain unnamed. And I was like, I don't want to do this. This is stupid. And the TA was giving us some reasons as to why this is better than the official process. No, it's not.
Yeah,
You just don't want to do this. He said that different students grading you is going to be more fair than one TA grading you over a time curve, because we'll get more groggy as the grading process goes along. I'm like, you don't know how groggy we are right now, even before this has started. So
That's nice,
yeah,
that's
something
nice.
to do with how I can spend my time.
So
Me
we-
having the complete freedom over how I spend my time.
I see. I
Yeah.
see. So money, and money is basically an enabler for that, right? Money enables you to spend your
Yeah.
time however you
If I'm
want.
not, short for money, pressed
Right,
for money
right.
or something.
If you had enough time, what are the things that you would like to spend your time on?
A lot of art and literature, probably.
A lot of art and literature.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't get enough reading done as much as I'd like
right,
to.
right. Art as in you mean the drawing or painting art or
Well,
some-
writing.
writing?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
But yeah, sketching also. I like sketching too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Animation. I was really into animation for a while.
Oh, you do know they have an animation course in IDC.
Yeah, I've considered it. But so far, IIT Bombay's reputation has been that if you like something and you end up taking a course in it, you will hate that thing by the end of that course. So I'm trying to keep that separate. Yeah.
Nice.
So what are your other hobbies?
Actually, before we move on to that, could you also state a little bit more about what you think success is for you? Like other than the mango and the seed part. Like,
Yeah.
What do you?
I guess it's your podcast and you're asking the question.
Actually,
Well, generally, yeah.
he was only my third choice of a co-host. You don't have to worry about anything.
So this is just an audition for him.
Maybe.
Oh.
Yes, success. I think I do agree with Hardik. I don't see money. I only see money as an enabler,
Okay.
and I'm not behind money. I do want to see myself in the lifestyle that people around the world display, who live that lifestyle and see what that's like. But I don't want to live in that posh lifestyle forever. I want to enjoy different things
Mm-hmm.
and have sufficient money, enough money to be able to do that.
Okay.
And I should be able to enjoy my work. I don't want to be paid much for it, but I should be able to enjoy it.
Right.
Enjoy your work. Okay.
And I think at the end, when I look back, it shouldn't feel like I've wasted so years in trying to do something. It should be like, yes, all of this time I was in the present and I did enjoy everything.
Oh, that's actually pretty nice. That's a nice quote to have.
Yeah, there's a very nice quote related to this that Swam recently told me by some mathematician. I forget the name. We'll add it in the description.
Yeah.
But yeah, the quote was something like, it's very hard to work on something that you don't think about in the shower.
It's very hard to work on something that you don't think about in the shower.
Yeah, so the implication of that is it's very hard to work on something that you don't think about all the time.
So you
Something
have to be
that-
obsessed with it. to
Yeah,
work on it.
yeah.
I see.
But by that quote's logic, all 13-year-olds can work for us. Self-excitation.
But something you don't think about in the shower. Well, I can tell you what I do think about in the shower.
Yeah.
No, Parth, no. Tell me specifically. In great details, please.
With your hand over this book.
Things I think about in the shower. Okay.
No, that's a joke. We're not actually going down that line of inquiry. Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking about what brand of shampoo to use. Oh, sad.
Oh. I actually went down this discussion what brand of soap to use, because whatever brand I buy, it runs out far too quickly. I was initially into that.
You were initially into the soap running too quickly? Oh, yeah.
Get dissolved.
Sometimes I just keep the water running and keep playing the soap under it. Oh, my God.
No, I was into the Chandra soap.
The Chandra soap.
Sandalwood soap. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because that used to run for like 2 months, and I used to smell great after that. But then they stopped keeping it in the H5 shop. I don't know what happened.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's been the greatest loss this semester for me.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I don't believe in soup. I use a really hard scrub and just rub that all over my body, and it's like you remove a section of the cells, the upper layer, and it's just a new layer every time you scrub.
I love how you're like, I don't believe in soap.
Like this.
It's a propaganda.
Soap is a propaganda.
The
It's just like
globalists,
COVID
just
and
all
masks.
chemicals. It's like a new whole person every time.
Yeah.
I believe the body is a cloth, and you have to remove
Body
that
is a cloth.
every day. Yeah.
So you rub it just really hard, it gets red, and then you're like a whole new person.
They just get new cells.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Just get new cells.
Yeah, that's what
Viewers are advised not to try any of this at home. Ashwin's views on his own and not affiliated with the podcast in any way.
I can just imagine just like thousands of people just going in there and trying Ashwin's 13-year-olds.
IITian hai wo.
13-year-olds telling their mother.
and you cannot become white by doing that. You cannot become more fair.
Trust me, Ashwin has tried.
Yeah. That was offensive part.
Right.